What up? What up? What's up, party people? J-Rock in the building. We're back for episode 4 of the Everyday DJ podcast. I'm your host, DJ J-Rock, representing the Power Jam DJs. Shout out to my business partner, DJ B Love. We live on YouTube, Twitch. Where else we live? Facebook. And this podcast is going to be available on all your favorite platforms sometimes between tonight and tomorrow. So tonight we got a special guest in the building. We got my homie Darrel Frater, CEO and founder of the Club app. So without further ado, we can get this party started. What's up, bruh?
Yo, man, that's how you set the vibe, man. For real, for real.
I appreciate that, man. And
absolutely, bro.
And thank you for taking time out your busy schedule to come on and show us some love and tell the people all about your new app, your new platform, and all that good stuff. I seen it. I signed up for it. I tuned in for the. It's a gentleman that was rocking out on Saturday. Somebody was rocking out on Friday. You know, I see the potential. I'm like, okay. Now, I'm going to give you a couple of minutes to introduce yourself, and we can get the party started.
Appreciate it, brother. And thank you for checking out the app, man. I appreciate that. My name is Darrel Frater. I'm the founder and CEO of The Club, the new way to find and support live DJs and virtual parties. We just launched on the Google Play and App Store last month, and we're doing really well in terms of attracting DJs and viewers that like to watch and entertain with these virtual parties that the DJ's been doing on various other platforms. And we just noticed that there needs to be a space specifically for this kind of content. You know, we see DJs on these other platforms and they're not really making significant money. So we want to have a platform that's fully licensed, that's able to give the DJs the opportunity to not get muted or banned, and to be able to earn income while they're streaming their sets. And we make it very easy for the DJs to make money from the viewers, because the viewers love and support. We build that kind of community where people want to support and tip the DJs. And then we got a lot of other things that are coming in store to help DJs make much more money on our platform. So this is the early days of the platform, and we're looking to grow this community. So we appreciate you bringing me on the show, and we'd love to connect with your audience and see what ways we can help you make more money. And
that's what's up. That's what's up. And for my folks out there, we got the phone lines open tonight, 443-232-0010. We got the Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch chat box open. Shout out to DJ B Love. Shout out to Jersey. It's the font is kind of small. Jersey Allion. Oh, you know what? Jersey All-in-One Media. Appreciate you. Shout out to my homie Tony Rome. Now, with the app platform, I know. Are you a DJ? You just love music? What inspired you to create this?
Yeah, so I'm actually a tech guy. This is my second startup, my second mobile app. And in college, I threw a lot of parties through my fraternity, Kappa Alpha Psi. We threw some of the largest parties in New Jersey. And so I connected with so many DJs like DJ Walla, DJ Big Boy, and just a lot of people that have been influential in the Jersey market and the New York market for DJing. And it's like, when I saw what was going on, with COVID and just how all these DJs were now not able to stream on to make money from the traditional way they make money, with the clubs and parties being shut down because of COVID. And I'm like, all these DJs are going to Instagram Live and trying to make money. They pin in their cash apps and their streams. And it's like, there's could be a better way for them to make money. And I think that I'm positioned to build something that's going to help. So I just got to work. I initially started and got the idea in May, where I had a virtual prom for my previous startup. And because we were apt to help teenagers, plan their prom. And what we did was, when we saw that all the proms were canceled, we decided to do a virtual prom on Instagram Live, and we hired DJ Jazzy Jeff, and he was the DJ for the night.
Wow.
It was a dope, virtual prom that got a lot of traction. We partnered with another app called the Not Okay app, and they had some great connections. Jack Dorsey, who was the CEO of Square and Twitter, actually made a $45,000 donation to the virtual prom, and we gave that out to the students, and it kind of just introduced us to the power of live streaming. And I'm like, this is really dope. And over the summer, I just started seeing all these other events like the Versus TV battles. I started to see, DJ D Nice killing it on Instagram Live. And with all these viewers, I'm like, I wonder how much money they're making from the platform. And it's like, there's no way to really monetize on those platforms. And I'm like, all those people would love to support and to be able to engage with the streamer in that way. I'm like, I could build something. So I just got to work and just started building. And
one of the challenge of those other platforms, you're getting blocked, you're getting muted.
Yeah. It's a lot of business behind it. And, it's not just, they don't want you to do it. It's just that they have agreements with certain labels and certain companies that they have to abide by, or they can get sued. So it's not in their business model, because they didn't think of that when they first created Instagram, when they first created Facebook. They didn't think about, how do we cater to the music industry? But because I'm a startup and I'm starting out with that in mind, I'm already in relationships with a lot of the big PRO companies, which are, BMI, ASCAP, CSAC, the companies that you pay the royalties to for the music that's being played. From the very beginning, I've built into my business model that allows us to play music legally, and so that DJs don't get cut off. And then we're also benefiting the music community, where the people are getting paid for their, talents, and we're not kind of stealing from them by just playing their music and not, paying out these royalties. So, we definitely are not trying to steal from anyone, and we want everyone to eat and prosper. And that's why we're building this community. Like, how can we all come together and entertain, especially in this time of COVID, because the world needs healing, and music and what DJs do, the vibe we bring and the energy we bring, is something that's truthfully amazing. And I haven't seen anything better. And I envy DJs, because I'm not a DJ myself. I tried it. I bought a controller, and it's hard work. It's hard work. And I appreciate my DJs, because y'all really put on and y'all just do an amazing job. And I'm like, wow, it's a talent. It's a skill. It's not just you just playing any music. It's a lot that you do. And I want you guys to be rewarded for it.
And we appreciate that. And what's funny, I'm actually a techie that became a DJ early on, and then I left DJing, became a full-time techie, and went back to DJing. And so the love of technology and the technology that's available now is amazing. And the fact that a talented young man like yourself can have the vision, I throw parties, I got another startup, I do virtual events, and just to put two and two together and to build a platform that not only benefit, your company, your brand, the artists, but the DJs that need that home to be able to spend on and not worry about getting blocked and all of that good stuff. Exactly. And so with the platform, tell us more about the live streaming functions of it.
Yeah, so we've made the platform super simple, super easy to use. You download the app for free, Google Play and App Store. You just search The Club. It's listed under The Club Live DJs and Parties. We can go to our website, downloadtheclub.com, and download it for free. And pretty much you sign up with your social sign-in or email address, and you can jump right in where you can create an event and go live whenever you're ready. And it's currently through your phone, so you can't use OBS or RMTP or anything like that just at this time, similar to like Instagram Live. But those capabilities are going to be coming in 2021. We already have our developers working on the web platform where you'll be able to connect to OBS and other things. But right now, just right through your phone. And we kind of recommend getting like an iRig or something that you can get the direct audio into the phone. So that way the quality is really good when it comes to the audio. But we just made it so simple that you just get on, start streaming. And our community already understands that, you know, we want to support DJs. So we're building an ecosystem where DJs can rock and put out their sets, and people are enjoying it and tip them and know that this is the place to go when you want to find a DJ. And my ultimate goal is to kind of build this into a platform where a DJ can build their entire career and make a lot of money doing so. And like, I see the future where it's like, you can be in a club making money the traditional way, but at the same time, you have this setup where you're making money in the club, you're making money on the club virtually.
Wow. See, that's serious. And a lot of people don't understand the back end part, you know, and being, we'll say version 2 or whatever the version number might be when you roll out the integration for the OBSs and all the software and hardware based switchers that, you know, that support those APIs. That's going to be huge. Because one thing that me and my business partner, DJ Beloved, do, we own a live streaming production company. And so this is a platform that we could target some events to. That's going to be huge. It's like the opportunities there are incredible. And so that's going to be huge for, so everybody who had the question.
Also think about it. I'm going to add one more thing. Like, I also see this as a way for DJs to kind of have like a lead generation. Like, you're streaming on the platform and you're having like a public way for people to tip you and support you and to get to like you and know you. But then once they like are like, yo, I need a DJ, I'm going to make it very easy for you to be booked through the platform, whether it's an in-person event or like a virtual event where they're booking you for like a private party and you're just DJing that they stream you into their TV or what have you. So I feel like this is going to be a perfect lead generation for DJs to get their brand and their name out and then get booked and tipped and just support it throughout the whole process. So like, there's a lot of that goes behind this, and I'm working, you know, every single day to make it get to that point. And I'm just looking for DJs that are interested in building this vision with us. Like, you know, gamers on like Twitch are making like $3,000 to $5,000 a month. And I'm like, yo, why are DJs doing this on the regular? And it's because we don't have our own community. We don't have our own platform. So that's what I'm trying to build. And
right now there's this movement among DJs to make the switch to Twitch. And it's like, you know, I tried Twitch like 4 or 5 years ago when I first started playing around with getting serious with live streaming. And I just thought that it was a platform mostly for gamers. And now a lot of DJs are going over there and they're trying to build a following. They're trying to do the monetizing thing, but they're still hitting the same roadblock of the audio being muted. And so they're like, well, it's not muted while I'm live, so I don't care if it's muted after the fact. I want my audio to be available so people can go back and, you know, look through the archive. Oh, he's playing Afro beats. He's playing soca, dance hall. Yeah, I want, you know, just a music lover in me. I like to have that archive available. Now, for the folks tuned in from YouTube, Facebook, Twitch, feel free to hit up the comment box. Any questions? Also, the phone lines are open, 443-232-0010. Now, you spoke about the making money part and earning tips. How complicated is it for a DJ to sign up and set up the monetization? Do they got a waiting period, or can they start building a fan base and earning immediately?
It's exactly what you said. It's immediate. So as soon as you create an account and start streaming, once you earn tips, you can cash it out instantly. We use Stripe, which is our payment processor, and you're able to just create an account on Stripe right in the app and be able to start cashing out your tips once you get them. So there's no barrier between, hey, you have to be, a part of this program or anything like that. No, like if you're a DJ and you're making money, from the app, you just cash it out. There's no reason for me to withhold the money you've earned.
Wow. So it's not like Facebook. You got to have 1,000 subscribers and so many hours before you can monetize your channel. And
no, the only thing we do is just make sure that our app is very clean. So I only, have my people ban and remove people when there's like pornography or things that are not, that are perverted and stuff like that. We want to just keep the environment clean and make it be about the music and make it be about the culture. We're not trying to do that other stuff. We want to keep it clean.
All about the music, all about keeping the culture, the DJ culture alive. It's not a place to go and do other videos.
We're not OnlyFans, okay? That's what I want to say. We're definitely trying to keep this clean brand. Also, like in the long term, I want to be able to have corporate sponsors, ads, and be able to keep it clean so I can attract the big money so I can get it right back to the DJs. So it's a long-term strategy that I'm definitely working on, and it takes everyone to kind of understand the vision and be a part of it so we could all move together.
That is what's up. That is what's up. Now, and you spoke about cashing out and using Stripe. And for those of you tuned in, Stripe is one of the huge payment processors. Facebook use them, and a lot of the other companies use them for that back-end processing. And so you don't have to worry about nobody looking at your account information and all of that stuff.
I don't even have access to it. I just send you the money. So when you sign up through Stripe, they do all the, security and everything on their platform. And then I just connect my account to it, and then I send you the money once you request it.
All right, we got a question coming in from YouTube. DJ Tony Rome says he's asking about the pay scale the club makes off of each event, stream, or tip.
Yeah, so we do it very simply. Most apps you see on the market that does like this in-app tipping kind of business model, they take anywhere between 50% and more. We are doing, the DJs get the bulk of the money, and we only take 20% of the income that comes in. And then that doesn't include the fact that we're going to be helping you get the traffic, get the viewers to your stream, then also being able to get the other things such as the booking opportunities, the ads, and the sponsorship. So we're going to be working on a lot of different things as well to get DJs to make money on the platform and not just rely on the tipping. But that's pretty much the business model. We take 20% and the DJs keep the remainder.
Now, coming in from Facebook, we got a question from my homie Rodney. He says, is there a difference between music and video licensing, or do the DJs not have to worry about that on the platform?
So the DJs are not going to be responsible for any licensing. That's all on my company. And we have some of the best music lawyers in the business. Some that have worked with Rick Ross, worked with Kanye West, and just have already been champions between getting us those relationships and the deals that we need. So DJs don't have to worry about a thing. So that's all on our end. That's what we're working hard every day to be able to allow you just to do what you love, which is DJing and entertaining people. So you don't have to worry about it at all. And we take care of it. And that's kind of why we have to charge, the 20%, in terms of what we take from the tips. But as we grow as a company, it won't even be needed. And DJ's going to be able to make even more money with the relationships that we've built.
See, and that's the thing about these creating apps and services. Music licensing is expensive. If you had to pay for it on your own,
it wouldn't make sense economically.
you just couldn't do it. Now, my homie DJ Iru says he just downloaded the app. So hold on real quick. If you tuned into this live stream, if you catch it on demand later, if you catch it on Spotify, download the In the Club app. It's In the Club in the App Store. Search the club, download the app, support.
Appreciate you, brother.
Now, so we go live. We got that Stripe set up so we can make money. Now it's about having fun. So once you're set up, is there a limit to how long you can stream, how long you can be live or anything like that?
Yeah. So little technical stuff in terms of like how the business of this work. I don't know if this is a business podcast or a DJ podcast. So I don't know how much details you guys want of the tech stack, but essentially I limit it to 4 hours max for DJing sets. But in the future, we're going to be able to have different lengths of time that you can DJ, and you can do unlimited number of events. But the single event that you do is up to 4 hours, but then they'll have to shut out after 4 hours.
That's the average event. That's the average event. I think 4 hours is more than fair for, one event. Now, as far as the probably a more technical question, is it a minimum bandwidth requirement, or is the 4G network good, or connect the phone to Wi-Fi, or all of the above?
Yeah, it really varies depending on, the DJ and what they're using. So I've seen some DJs on 4G and doing perfectly fine, and I've seen other DJs that are not on it and do terrible. So I say, always run a test stream just to see like how it's going to work. If it's going to work out good, then go into your real stream. So that way you understand, what's it going to look like, what's going to sound like, and getting feedback from your audience. Because it's all about how do we serve our community and provide the best entertainment experience for them. So just making sure that your tech is right, making sure your connection is good, it's going to help. And that's going to keep people on your stream, because the more that they're on your stream, the more opportunity they have to support you and tip you, and you can build that relationship with them. So it's a thing that, over time, you're just showing them quality, and they reward you with, the tips and their support.
Now, I'm going to give y'all a tech jewel. When it comes to live streaming, you definitely want to make sure you got the bandwidth, your phone, your iPad, or whatever you use. You want to make sure there's no apps running in the background. You want to close those. And if possible, you use the newer devices that's going to have the A12, the A13, A14 chips and stuff like that. I can't wait to get my iPhone 12 Pro Max ordered on Friday so I could take my mobile streaming game to another level. Because right now, my personal phone, I'm almost afraid to say what I use. I'm still rocking an iPhone 7 Plus.
Yes, brother.
Well, it's funny. I hooked up my wife and daughter with the brand new phones last week, so I get to get mine on Friday. Well, at least get it pre-ordered on Friday.
Word.
Now, as it relates to the platform and your goals for it, I know we've answered the question that you are not a DJ, but you promote the parties, which is critical for DJs to have these events. And so I think that gives you an edge being so connected to the culture, because, coming in as a event promoter, event producer, you have to learn what your patrons like and being able to apply that same knowledge to this app. Because, now each DJ got the capability to be hosting their own virtual parties on the platform. So I think it's dope what you're doing. I appreciate you. And real quick, we're going to check back in with the comment box and just make sure we didn't miss any questions. What we got here? Yeah, we got. So any questions, y'all feel free to hit us up. DJ B Love says she can be a famous mama doing her sets on the club app. Looking forward to that.
Looking forward to it. Yeah, definitely let me know. So one thing I'm doing is when you sign onto the platform and then I see your event, I usually send you a message, or I try to connect with you so I can kind of introduce you and create a flyer for you and kind of have a debut. So reach out to me. I'll take care of the marketing. I will set up flyers and promo you to our audience, because I have email lists of a lot of people that would love to see your show. So hit me up. Let's get you out there, and I'll pay for all the marketing and the promo to get your voice and get your, your image out there, so people know that you are a DJ and you got to take over. So connect with me.
See, did y'all hear that? He said he will pay for some of the marketing.
All of it. You don't got to pay for anything.
All of it. See, that's somebody who believes in this platform, because if you invest in your vision, invest in your dream, it's going to be successful, because people are going to pick up on that vibe, pick up on that energy. And it's like, me being a techie myself, I know that creating apps and these platforms can be challenging from both sides, as a user and the integrator, so to speak. Yeah. And so I definitely appreciate you.
And also, like, how many times, like, do you see someone that look like me or look like us, building a tech company that has a capability of scaling into a Facebook or a Twitch or something like that? It's like you don't see that too often. And I want to be an example that shows, like, we can build these highly scalable tech companies. And if my ultimate goal in life is to play a major role in closing the racial wealth gap. And I think that through technology, investing, entrepreneurship, that's how we're going to get there. So whether it just be me being an example and also me being a mentor and helping other people get there as well, that's what I feel like I'm put on this earth to do. And I think that, we can definitely make it happen when we come together.
Now, I'm going to go back through the slides that you sent me, because I see a theme here. And it's like, I see a diverse platform with men, women, black and white. I see folks that look like us. I see you, I think. And it's like a lot of black-owned companies, they try to hide their blackness or their black ownership. And I'm happy and proud to have you on my podcast, because I tell people every day, I'm a black man first. I'm a husband, a father, techie, DJ, all that good stuff. And I love the fact that you don't feel like you need to hide, your blackness, or that it's a black-owned company. And it's going to be successful. It's going to be successful on my side, with my Facebook groups and my following that I have. I'm co-signing it. And so I'm going to share the links and all that good stuff.
I feel like it's an advantage, honestly, by being bold in who you are and not being able to just kind of sitting back and try to hide yourself and who you are. Like, it's important for you to take a stance and to say, no, this is who I am. And the thing is, if you don't kind of take a stance somewhere, you'll sit nowhere. And it's like, you got to be able to just go hard and be yourself, be your authentic self, and don't try to appease a crowd that may not even want you to interact with them. So, like, I'm making it for my people, and I'm making it for anyone that loves our people. And that's how we roll.
Be love. He says you have to be your authentic self. That is how I ended my podcast episode last night, saying those very words. You have to be your authentic self. Man, that is, salute you, brother. Now, we got another question that just came in. I'm going to try to get the last few questions in. DJ Tony Rohn says, if he's contracted to do a WebEx party, are we allowed to broadcast on the club platform at the same time using another device? Or I know, like, initially Facebook didn't want you to simulcast or quote unquote restream anything. And so do you have a problem with a DJ being live on your platform and something else at the same time?
So my business philosophy is that I like to give people choices. I don't like to restrict you, except, for the thing I just said in regards to keeping it clean. And I think that it's important that I build so much value into my platform that you don't feel the need to use other platforms. But until my platform does that on its own, I am not going to restrict or do anything to stop that. So I'm not going to try to say, oh, you can only, stream on my platform. No, if you feel the need to stream on other platforms, then I encourage you to do it, because at the end of the day, I'm not going to take away from your exposure, from your money. But if you see my platform as a tool that you want to use as well, I would love for you to do that. and that's A-okay to be on multiple platforms. But my ultimate goal is to be so valuable that you won't even see the need to use other platforms. But it's going to take time to get there. It's not going to happen in a day, but we'll get there with everybody's support. And if we build a strong community of DJs that are streaming on the club and are able to build a community of viewers that know this is where you go when you want to find a virtual party or DJ that you want to book or just listen to.
Salute to that. Now, Gary Knuckles, DJ Gary Knuckles says salute. He appreciates you. Who else we got? We got DJ Ralph in the building. We got DJ Allaire in the building. He does, I would say, at least 3 or 4 times a week. DJ Allaire is live, rocking everything from house music to club, and I'm really looking forward to seeing what he do with this platform. So DJ Allaire, make sure you go ahead and download the app, sign up, and I haven't missed any other comments. So, in closing, is there anything you want to share with the good folks that's at home, in their cars, at work, that's tuned in or going to catch this later on Spotify? Anything you want to share with them in closing?
Yeah, I just want to say, hey, we welcome you to join the club, and we appreciate you and what you do as a DJ, as someone that loves music, that loves the culture, and that, you know, I feel like you've been underappreciated from these other platforms in the community. And it's time for us to build a community where DJs are the forefront of the business, of the experience, and are rewarded for the good work that y'all do. Like I said, I'm not a DJ, and I need you DJs to be what tells me, how do I build this for you? What features do you want? What things do you want to see on the platform? And I'm going to listen to you and build this for you so I can help you make more money in your DJ career. And that's my commitment. You know, I was told just to do this. You know, I'm a believer, and God told me to build this app on faith. So I just went and started building, and I'm going to see where he leads us to. And I believe that with your support, I can help DJs and help the community make a lot of money and to forward their career on this platform.
That is awesome. That is awesome. Now, DJ Arul says, will there be anything that restricts content, language, messages, etc.?
So you can play whatever songs you want. We are acquiring all the licenses that we need to make sure that you can play freely. So we already have contract with BMI, CSAC, and we're working on a lot of other licenses as well. I mean, we're going to be able to just keep on building relationships within the industry, so that way there's no problems. And we already have the tech that's going to detect what songs are being played, so we can pay out those royalties. So on your end as a DJ, don't worry about that. We take care of all of it.
And what I will say is, when you are going to go live on a platform, think about your clients that you want to, the type of gigs that you want to attract. You know, do you want upscale gigs? Do you want corporate / weddings or whatever? And tailor your performances to the type of gigs that you want. So that way, you know, when people Google you, you know, they're seeing you doing your best. You know what I'm saying? You know, if you want to do more of the other type of events, that's cool too. You know what I'm saying? But I say do what represents your brand, what represents you as a DJ, and keep that in mind as far as rocking out. And let's not have no nudity. Let's keep that nudity off that joint.
That's the only thing that gets you blocked. So yeah.
So the next app might be the Club After Dark.
Oh man, hey, if it's not gonna happen on my platform, it's gonna happen somewhere else. So if I'm the one that built it, who knows? But not on the main app.
He said not on the main app. Yep, I appreciate you, Darrel, man. Thank you for taking the time to chop it up with me tonight. And so as we get as the app matures, we'll check in with you periodically. When you roll out the live streaming software support, you know, I'm gonna be one of the first ones beta testing that.
Definitely, bro. And then the next time you'll be able to stream this right to the app. So that'd be awesome.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. I am looking forward to it. All right, I'm going to close out the podcast. If you could hold tight for 1 second. I want to thank y'all for tuning in to another episode of the Everyday DJ Podcast with J Rock. Thank you to everybody that's been rocking out with me for over the years, booking me for shows, booking me love for shows, supporting the talk shows and all that good stuff. Next week, we're going to do another panel discussion. The topic will be announced on Sunday. Looking forward to just hitting y'all in the head with an episode or two every week. Feel free to hit me up if you want to sponsor an episode of the Everyday DJ Podcast. If you're a small business, a startup or whatever, we want to support you. We want to support the culture. Most importantly, we got to support each other. All right, J Rock, appreciate you, and I'm out.